Hi, welcome. It has been ages, hasn't it, since I've done my K-pop end of month review for the comebacks and or debuts for the month of February. So we missed December, but we always miss December. But I didn't do January. It was my first time in what, like 5 years that I missed a month. Blasphemous. I don't know what that actually means, but it just felt right for the situation. What can I say? Anyways, so we're back for February. I'm so sorry for missing January. I went through like a whole thing of like, what's the point of anything? What's the point? I don't know. I still like kind of feel bad for it. I don't want to think about it too much because I'm gonna feel even worse. But we're back. I figured it's good. It's good to do end of month reviews. It's just it wasn't happening last month. It almost didn't happen today as well. I'm just like my skin's irritated. I don't feel like doing this. I feel ugly. My hair is just not good. And I'm not fishing for compliments. I feel like we can all relate to just having those days where you're just not feeling it and you're just comparing yourself to everyone and everything. You're comparing your achievements to everyone else and you're just like, I'm literally a loser. Okay, enough, moving on. So yes, we are going to be looking into the debuts and or comebacks for the month of February. Quite a short month, but here we are. But we have a lot. We have BABYMONSTER twice, NCT Wish, and if we're lucky, we might even delve into some January releases just to appease whatever hunger you might have from my absence. I don't know why I said it like that, but it's fine. It's fine. We're in a mood today. Oh my God. I just listened to Twice's One Spark. So, I don't know why I'm telling you this. We're about to get into it. Anyways, so if you're interested, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. And without further ado, let's get into this February review. That rhymed. Okay, yeah, this is not okay. Oh my God. So if this is your first time watching one of my end of month reviews, basically we go through the comebacks and then I share where I would rank it using a super fancy tier ranking system where at the end of the video we go and actually rank every single song. So while filming, I have time to like really let these opinions simmer, and then at the end we can really decide where we want to put them. And by we I mean me. Your opinions are relevant right now. I'm so sorry. Starting off really strong with BABYMONSTER. So now this is technically a pre-release single called Stuck in the Middle. I'm stuck in the middle with you. Now every time I read this title I kept singing Stuck in the Middle with You. I have a hard time like placing this song like to have it stuck in my head, ironically. But no, it's just I'm not the biggest fan of ballads right off the bat. I really feel like ballads need time to grow on me. Stuck in the middle. It's a cute and nice ballad for sure. The first time I heard the song, I was a little bit taken aback. I don't know what it was. It felt like something was so off about this song. Like, I don't know, the vocals, I don't know. Production wise, it just felt like something sounded off, and I don't know. And I do know that it was just me because when I heard the song again, I was just like, oh, like it sounds fine. Like, I don't know what happened that first listen. Because I swear I was sat there listening to it. Like, I've literally heard these girls' vocals before and they're so beautiful. What is going on in this moment? Do you ever think? Because sometimes people will show you like, oh, this is like the Spotify version of a song, and then another version, let's say Apple Music, is like slightly different. I don't know if that's real or not. But sometimes I wonder if like after the fact, after they upload something, maybe they realize that something was wrong and then they, you know, very sneakily edit it. I don't know. But let me know if you were there for like the premiere of it. Did it sound different than it sounds now? I don't know. I feel like, oh my God, the BABYMONSTER fans are gonna come for me. They're like, you just hate BABYMONSTER. It's a good song. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice ballad for sure. And I'm glad YG did this because well, actually, I was going to say because we rarely get to see this side of groups. Well, there's so many pre-releases that, you know, you do end up getting to see different sides. And I like that. So we do get a ballad, a music video at that with that ballad. That's amazing. Showing us a different side to Batter. Oh my God, to Batter Up to compared to BABYMONSTER. Showing us a different side to BABYMONSTER compared to Batter Up. So it's quite soft and hopefully it doesn't have any choreography. I haven't seen any live. Oh, there was a live stage. I was going to say there's no live stages. There is a live stage. I didn't quite watch it. So with that said, again, for ballads, for me personally, it does take a little bit longer for me to like get into them. You know, I am very much a typical I don't know if it's typical. I just feel like a lot of people have very short attention spans, and that's totally fine. So I feel like I need to have like the visual interest, the dancing, the singing, the upbeat nature of everything. And that's why it takes longer for ballads to grow on me. But it's not that it's bad. I would personally put it into, I think, second gen vibe. Don't get it messed up. I feel like some people get it messed up when I put things in second gen vibes tier. When I put things in the second gen vibes tier, it's because Oh my god, it didn't explain the tiers. Ugh. The second Den Vibes tier is just like, you casually like a song. It didn't make it onto my playlist, but if it randomly started playing, I wouldn't skip it. This is the, oh my god, this is the first time in a while, not that YG are, you know, releasing songs left, right, and center. We can all attest to that. But it's the first time in a really long time that a YG song hasn't ended up in YG's dungeon in my list. I feel like I'm always putting them in YG's dungeon, which is quite hilarious. Okay. Now we have Twice's pre-release I Got You as well as Spark. So we're going to talk about both of those songs. So for I Got You. No matter what, you got me, I got you. This was an unexpected love at first sight. And I say unexpected just because I haven't super been loving Twice releases. I got into Twice. My first comeback with Twice was actually Fancy, which Fancy was already what a lot of fans would consider a concept change for Twice. And then they came out with Feel Special. And it just felt like, you know, song after song that they were coming out with were just love at first sight for me, except for More and More. But it's still, to this day, every time I listen to More and More, I always forget how good of a song that it is. Up until Alcohol Free, huge once actually, and then it just started slowly tapering off for me. I still listen to Twice and everything, but it just, their songs weren't quite love at first sight for me personally, and it's okay, it's not illegal. So when I say unexpected, I mean, you know, there were some Japanese releases that I also really liked. We don't need to, enough of my life story, oh my god. So when I say unexpected, it's just that I wasn't expecting to, you know, fall in love as much as I did with this song, paired with the fact that this is quite retro. You know, if you wrote this out on paper to me, I don't think I would be like, oh yeah, I could like a type of song like that. I usually tire really easily of this specific type of retro, but I don't know what it is with this song. It's just so beautiful. It just makes me want to bounce around to it, and just like the soft, uplifting nature of it. And it's so cute as well. You know, just this whole concept of having someone's back. Again, love at first sight. So I definitely think that this deserves to go in the highest tier big booty bop. As for Spark, 'cause my heart is burning, burning. You know, the nature of TikTok is that if you don't listen to a song as soon as it comes out, the whole entire chorus is not only going to be spoiled to you on TikTok, but you're going to learn the chorus like the back of your hand before even knowing the song in its entirety. So that's basically what it was. You know, I still do like Twice, so I don't tend to skip a lot of their TikToks, and I just burning, burning, burning. So I just knew that chorus way before. I just listened to the song this morning actually. I have this really bad habit of like putting off when I listen to a song, because I'm like, no, I'm gonna film a video, or I'm gonna film this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do something with the song. So I need to wait before I actually listen to it or watch the music video, and then I end up not doing it and waiting to the last minute, and then I could have anyway. So I ended up listening to it today because I'm filming this video, and I had to. So as soon as the song starts playing, I'm like, oh my god, this feels like a take back to Elegant Twice. Like the verses just feel so elegant, and of course the styling in the music video just feels so elegant. That's the only word that I can think of, is elegant. And I love this type of Twice because, again, I got into Twice during their Fancy era, which I think was kind of like the elegantization of Twice, especially since the comeback after that was Feel Special, which is like the epitome of elegant. And I will say they do it very well. So I was really excited, but then I'm like remembering the chorus that I've been hearing all over TikTok, and I'm like, I don't know if that super matches what I'm hearing right now. And then when the chorus started playing, it almost felt like, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of us can relate to this. When you hear, you know, even before a song is released, sometimes you'll just overhear it on TikTok. You'll hear the chorus a lot of the time, and then it just becomes a TikTok sound. The song itself, even though it's not been released, becomes a TikTok sound. And then when you hear it within the entirety of a song, it just feels so off. It feels so gimmicky. And it's nothing against the song. Surely if you hadn't ever heard it on TikTok before, you wouldn't feel that way. But because it became a TikTok sound, all you've ever heard is like those 10 seconds of the song, it ends up feeling gimmicky. So that's what I felt initially for the song, for sure, that like, oh my god, it feels so bulky within this elegant verses. And I'm a sucker for this type of concept. Again, the elegant concept, but also like making this moment last. I'm a sucker for those type of lyrics, like nothing lasts forever, or like let's make this moment last. I'm a sucker for that because it plays into this concept of like forever doesn't exist. Nothing lasts forever. We need to make this moment last. Let's do anything to make this moment last. It feels so romantic in a way. Prolonging a perfect moment with the knowledge that forever doesn't exist. I love those types of concepts. I'm a sucker for them. So I did feel that this song had so much potential, and I didn't really agree with the chorus within the song at first, especially with those angelic verses. Like, just again, I just listened to the song this morning. I just remember Chewy singing, and I was thinking like, damn, like this is so much potential. So initially I did want to put it into YG's Dungeon because, again, all that potential paired with some of the elements that I don't personally agree with. That felt like such like a serious statement. Like, I don't personally agree with your life choices, but just in the sense that there were a couple of things that I would have changed. However, after listening to this song, it was just like stuck in my head, just like the TikTok snippet. Burning, burning. And then when I read the lyrics, it said, my heart is burning. It's so good that it's hurting. Those lyrics fit into that whole, like, let's make this moment last forever. Like, it's so good that it hurts. Again, I'm a sucker for that concept. I keep saying it. But because now that the song is stuck in my head, I'm rethinking the whole YG's Dungeon thing. Because I'm like, I do think it has fully the potential to grow on me. So we're stuck with maybe putting it into the grower tier. We'll see. We'll see at the end of the video where it's actually going to rank. But those are my thoughts as of now. Because my heart is burning. Like, I'm starting to feel that, like, rather than thinking it's a bulky chorus, it's a powerful chorus to like come and bring come and bring like a different vibe to those angelic verses, and like it actually does fit. And maybe I was just stupid for thinking otherwise at the beginning. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. After their explosively cheesy debut with Macaroni Cheese, Young Posse have released Young Posse Up. So this song features Verbal Jint, NSW, Yoon, and Token. So you know how I said Twice As I Got You made me want to like bounce around? This song also makes me want to bounce around. Oh, this is okay. I actually put this song in my playlist. There's a couple of songs that I put in my playlist, but when I went to my liked music on YouTube Music, it wasn't there. So then I had to remember which songs did I actually like, and it was a whole thing. And now I'm remembering because I don't remember what this song sounds like, but I remember putting it on my playlist. So YouTube Music is out here to get us. Oh my god. Such a good song. Oh my god. And it's not on my playlist. I miss Spotify every single day. I absolutely love the fast nature of the song, and especially the vocal editing. There's like at one point in time, it sounds like it's a drowned out voice, and there's like this vocal editing on it that feels very early 2000s. Let's see if we can hear it. And I don't know if you can feel that, but the entirety of the song is like a build up to something. It's building up, it's building up, it's building up. But then the song just ends. So the entire experience is just the experience of building up to something. So in one sense, it does kind of end abruptly, but you'll be so happy to know that it's like 3 minutes and 20 seconds anyways. So it's not like you're building up, and then it ends within less than 2 minutes, which I feel would be such a letdown. But because the song is so long, it doesn't feel like a disappointment in any way. Personally, that's how I feel. So I would put this song in Cup of Milk. It's such a shame because at the beginning of the month I put it in my playlist. It didn't save to my playlist, and then I forgot about it, and I was trying to remember like what were those songs that I put. I can't remember them. YouTube Music, I swear to god. So Cup of Milk for now, which are for songs that are not love at first sight necessarily, but that end up on my playlist and that I quite enjoy anyways. Soar, he won Harmony and Killin It. I think this is a really cool song, and honestly, this is what I would picture YG groups sounding like in 5th gen. And I say that, I mean, you know, I feel like someone's gonna like crucify me, but it's not like YG are releasing songs left, right, and center for us to really have that discussion about, you know, but this is what I feel like it would sound like. Beautiful vocals, excellent raps. I really don't know what else to say about this song except that it sounds really cool. So Cup of Milk for sure. Also in the music, the music video, there's a sport, the Canadian sport. I want to say brushing. That's not what it is. It's not bowling. It's not brushing. That sport where they're like on the ice. Oh my god, it was in the music video. I can't remember what it's called. It's not bowling. Oh my god. Canadian sport on ice, not hockey. Ringette? No! Oh my god, guys! This is literally, is it not a Canadian sport where they're like just rubbing the ice? Rubbing ice. Rubbing ice. Curling! Oh my god, Jesus! Was that even in the music video? But why are we here right now? Okay. Next up is another song that I saved to my playlist, but it didn't get saved to my playlist. So I had to remember it physically. I had to manually remember it. This is ICHILLIN's food theme song, Demigod. Now, whether or not they're actually talking about food in this song, I have no idea. But the music video is pretty fun and food themed. But the minute I saw that chicken alive, and then I knew there'd be a heartbreak somewhere. I feel like this is kind of bringing back that whole like onomatopoeia type songs in K-pop, you know, do. There are so many, I can't think of any. Anyway, so they say demigod, but it's like demigaga. Let me play you a snippet because I'll show you where in the song that I really decided that I liked it. As soon as the gaga came on, I was like, oh, I feel like this is gonna be really good. And then this is what it sounded like. Really fun. Really great build up to the chorus. Again, beautiful vocals and beautiful rapping. And I just, again, loved the repetition of demigod and how like those vocals were edited specifically. Now, there weren't subtitles on the music video itself, so I did independently look into the lyrics actually. And the first line, because I wanted to know if the song is actually about food despite being called demigod, and the first line was literally look at my sauce, okay? And then we have the lyrics killing it like the chicken, but it says killing it on the verse, but maybe they really meant the chicken. Anyways, so I did enjoy this song. It ended up on my playlist though a little bit later than I would have liked, so we're gonna put this into a cup of milk as well. Moving on to Moonbyul's Touching and Moving. So this is a very retro title track, and there's actually a part where it sounds like TVXQ's Melodic. Like it would play and I thought, like I kept trying to sing it. So let's play a little snippet of this. Oh. Under my skin. Is that the right song? No matter what, I want to. Anyways, that's just what I thought. Otherwise, I think it's a really fun and retro, funky song with lots of trumpets, I'm assuming. It's just not really my style of song. But if you think it's something that you would be interested in, of course, go and check it out. It does feel very reminiscent of a Bruno Mars song, so if that's your style. But for me, I think I'm gonna have to skip it. I've been seeing snippets of this song all over TikTok and I was very intrigued. So this is BIBI's Sugar Rush. I don't even think this is the title track, to be honest. Don't try to get handsy. You get a sugar rush. But this is the one that stood out to me, of course, because of the lyrics. BIBI's Sugar Rush. First of all, such cute styling. Another food themed music video as well, as a metal cover is lifted and BIBI's head is actually the dish. A lot more innuendos to come in this song. I don't need a man for no dessert. I got popsicles in my freezer. I love it. Oh my god. I absolutely love like the super minimal instrumental throughout the song paired with her whispering sweet things. And again, I love the innuendos. They're so fun. And we even got to see Yena and Soyeon in this music video as well, which I didn't quite recognize Soyeon at first, to be honest. I didn't quite get the ending, however, but let me know what you think about it in the comments below. As for the song itself, another cup of milk song. I feel like we have a lot of songs ranking quite high this month. If you're looking for a pop rock vibe, then look no further. Why did I write it like that? I feel so cheesy saying it out loud. Look no further than Yena's Japanese release, DNA. We have some guitar, some sweet vocals, and what I would describe as a very unique comeback. Now, it's not quite my style necessarily, but I still do nevertheless appreciate it from far. If the mood struck, I honestly wouldn't mind listening to it. That's why I would put it, I think, in second gen vibes. 10 made his solo debut ? With Nightwalker. I say question mark because surely this isn't the first thing he's ever I feel like he's done stuff before, but what do I know? I don't know. Now, the verses and such weren't quite up my alley. It felt weird. It felt, you know, as we were talking about spices, one spark. Twice is one spark. I felt like the chorus didn't match. Here, I felt like the verses didn't match the chorus, but then in turn the chorus wouldn't match the verses. It's the same thing, because like the chorus is very much like creepy and it has like that very specific vibe, whereas the verses feel a little, you do have those creepy elements intertwined within it, but it doesn't, I don't know, personally I didn't feel it super matched. Like I would have played more into those creepy vibes, like really went all in. But it's another song where I definitely appreciate the artistry. I like it from far, but it's just not quite my style. So I would put it into YG's Dungeon, just because again, I would play more into those creepy elements, those like brain tickling instrumentals that you can hear sometimes. So that's where I would put it. This is actually my first introduction to Taonu, because, you know, of course I've heard of Taonu. The last time I mentioned that I've never seen this man's face before, people were so surprised. It's not that I've like actually never seen his face before. I'm sure I've seen his face plenty of times, but if you put him in a lineup, I would not know what he looks like, just because I don't really watch K-dramas and I was never really into Astro. But like if you say the name Taonu, like of course I know who he is, like I know about him. But it's just one of those instances where like you hear about somebody so much, you just never end up really like associating the name with the face, if that makes sense. Also, I did see that he sang a Backstreet Boys song at one of his concerts. That was really fun. So the song starts off with a sad instrumental that I feel is a little bit reminiscent of the Backstreet Boys, quite fitting with his cover, and it was quite a bittersweet song. When you miss someone once in a while, think of me. Okay. And his voice actually was quite unique, I would say. It reminded me a little bit of Tangunsik's voice. Do you guys remember is it Boys Over Flowers? I was gonna say no. I'm saying Boys Over Flowers, but I'm thinking You're Beautiful. You're Beautiful. But there was another one. Oh, Mary Stayed Out All Night. Those are like the two dramas where I felt like he sang. Just in the sense that I feel like he has quite a unique tone to his voice. Again, it's not necessarily a type of song that I would personally listen to. I would personally skip it. But again, we can always appreciate the artistry. And the girl in the music video is so familiar. She looked so familiar, but I can't quite put my finger on it. So let me know where she's from. Okay, so this one isn't quite K-pop, but it's K-pop adjacent. We have Gina's Crush. So if we remember Gina from A2K, she was a JYP trainee. I was actually just casually browsing YouTube and I came across this and I thought we could check it out. And it was a nice little surprise. It had some early 2000s vibe to the song, I think personally. Like it did feel like quite like a take back, I would say. And actually the beginning of this song reminds me of Pristin V's Get It. So let's listen to them both. Crush, crush, crush. Like I get that they don't sound the same, but I don't know why I keep being reminded of it. Do you know what I mean? And it did end up on my playlist, so we'll give it Cup of Milk. This is another song I discovered on TikTok. Thank you, Nugu Promoter. So this is Gyubin's Really Like You. So I'm pretty sure that this came out in January, but this is my channel and we can do whatever I want. Such an airy, cute song, I would say. Like, again, early 2000s vibes. And the pre-chorus really does remind me a little bit of Drive by Miyeon. At least the acoustic version. I don't listen to the regular version all that much. I am a sucker for the acoustic version of Drive. It feels like that song was meant to be an acoustic song. No choreography, nothing. Just her sitting there with someone playing the guitar and just singing her heart out. But I digress. It doesn't sound like Drive necessarily, but just there's a part of it that almost sounds like you could start singing Drive. Does that make sense? Let's play a little snippet. That's literally so far from the part that I meant. Give me a minute. Do you hear what I mean? Like, it doesn't sound like an exact copy or anything, but it almost sounds like it could go into that, if that makes sense. I don't know. I would never know how to explain that. This as well ended up on my playlist because it just makes you feel so fluffy inside. Like it just is so cute, like Really Like You, and just like so cute, adorable song. This as well ended up on my playlist, of course, so it gets Cup of Milk. I literally almost forgot to include one of the biggest songs of the month in this. Like I literally wrote out everything and then I'm like, oh my god, SSERAFIM Easy, what is going on here? I really did enjoy this song, and I'm really surprised to hear a lot of people being like, it's really not their strongest release, and that like they didn't really like it at first. Now, of course, I can't like assume that's what everyone thinks. Personally, I wasn't the biggest fan of Unforgiven. It wasn't really my thing. I did like Anti-Fragile, and I wasn't the biggest fan of Fearless. So I feel like maybe that's the SSERAFIM's pattern here. But it was such a beautiful, nice switch up for me personally. I loved the style. I think Taewon just absolutely kills anything she does, literally. Like the energy she brings to everything is just so, I want to say professional. I want to say energetic. I just want to say perfect, literally. So just so fun to watch her perform any of these concepts, really. It was definitely love at first sight. I would definitely put Easy into Big Booty Bop. However, just within the like if we, yes, Big Booty Bop, it definitely fits into Big Booty Bop, but just within the context of, let's say, Easy versus Smart, I also really loved Smart. And I feel like I'm more drawn to listening to Smart rather than Easy these days. So just a little special shout out to Smart as well. In a very uplifting comeback, we have Tribe, who had a comeback. Oh my god. Tribe finally had a release. I feel like it's been so long since we've seen anything from Tribe. I feel like it's been ages. I definitely loved the beat right off the bat. Let me play a little snippet. Did I? Oh. I liked that beat, not the first beat that we're hearing, but that beat. I like that beat. Now, I will say I was expecting a little bit more for that chorus, but it's still nice, I would say. Like, I almost wanted to download this song, but it didn't quite get there. It didn't quite make it onto the playlist. It has a lot of elements that I really enjoy, like the beat and everything. And it does feel quite uplifting for sure. But there is something that I feel like is missing just a little bit. For this one, I'm gonna have to put it into YG's Dungeon. But as usual, if this sounds like something you'd like, definitely go check it out. Cleverly titled Wish, we have NCT Wish, who made their official debut. I remember reviewing them a while back, but that's the nature of pre-releases. You feel like you've seen these groups before, and then suddenly you're faced with their debut, and you're like, but I swear you had like 18 music videos already. I know, we're sick of the jokes of pre-releases. It's fine. I didn't get the memo. I'm not sure what to say about this because it feels like even before the song started, there was like a vocalization playing in the music video, and I'm like, that's the SM vibe. You can't escape it. And actually that vocalization, I don't know if we can play it because I'm sure it's in the song as well, but it was like playing randomly in the music video. But I almost wanted to start singing like, fake in my heart, that girl's a killer. Love so good, feels like a thriller. She jacked 20. Econ emergency. That was the vocalization. Oh, one. I guess maybe not. Why did I think that? Is there... Fake in my heart, that girl's a killer. Right? A little bit. At least a little bit. Not fully. Not 100%. Okay? It just like 10,000% has that SM vibe. Now, I will say... We'll actually talk about Riize a little bit later. I think we have time. We have all the time in the world. Oh my goodness. Okay. Unfortunately, it's not really my thing. We have a little bit of a roller coaster vibe to this song, but the music video was cute. Now, I did kind of like half watch it, but from what I got, like, I feel like the guy fell in love with this girl, but then like as a group, they're like Cupid and like they're supposed to make people fall in love. It did give me some ETA vibes from New Jeans, you know, because somebody hit somebody at the beginning, but then like they don't hit anybody at the... I don't remember either music video all that well. I don't know why I brought it up. But anyways, the whole like Cupid thing, like they keep missing their target. Like they literally shoot a tree and the girl like starts like hugging and making out with the tree. But then like it's not the same guy who I feel like wants to fall in love with the girl that they keep missing the target for. But then like they're not good with their target, but then like the guy ends up like running in front of the other guy who like shoots the target, and then it looks like he's falling in love with the girl, but then the music video kind of ends abruptly. So it's like, did he really fall in love with that girl, or like he just anti-love? I don't know, but it was like kind of cute. Let me know your theories about the music video in the comments. I'd love to read them. This is an artist that I've never heard of before, but luckily the lovely Jackie recommended this song to me because of its hyperpop nature, and I ended up really liking it. So this is Still by Bryn. As soon as the chorus hits, I knew what she was talking about. It's such a mixture of feelings. I do actually like that hyperpop sound. That's what draws me into this song, but it's like a mixture of feeling both like this nostalgia and longing, like you're longing for the past but also for the future, and it's also like this bittersweet feeling at the same time. Like it's just like a lot of mixed feelings within the chorus alone, and I really enjoy that. Let me play you a snippet. I've been enjoying this all morning. Oh, I love it. And I actually happen to love the word 여천이 in Korean. I don't know why I love that word so much. Like I really like the word. So she goes like, 여천이처럼. Like I don't know why. I love that word so much. So when it says it, so when it's said in the chorus, I'm just like I don't know why. So this is definitely love at first sight. We're going to put her in Big Booty Bop for sure. So before we get into the ranking, we're going to briefly talk about some of the January releases, but we're not going to rank these January releases. Please forgive me. Itzy's Born to Be. So this is Born to Be. Oh yes, I remember because someone was like, it's confusing that Itzy's album is called Born to Be, but the song itself, Born to Be, is a pre-release and the title track is Untouchable. So Born to Be is one of their pre-releases ahead of their title track Untouchable. It was a nice little change, right? Because it does feel like a take back a little bit to Mafia in the Morning. It feels like very metal clanking sound vibes of this song, right? And just like a lot of throwing yourself around. So it was a nice little change up, I would say, for Born to Be specifically. It just feels like it's all about letting loose. For me personally, I just felt there was like a little bit of a majestic vibe missing from it. So if I had to rank it somewhere, I probably would save it for a rainy day. I feel like it could grow on me eventually, just not right now. As for Mr. Vampire, this is what was so confusing about Itzy's comeback, is that some of their songs just like, there were so many of them that I got confused. So for me, Mr. Vampire was mixed up with Untouchable, and I couldn't tell, like my brain couldn't tell the difference for a while, because I'm like, I really like that song with like the like brain tickling instrumentals, but then I would go and listen to Untouchable and I'm like, never mind, I guess I don't like this song. Like I would keep confusing the song for another song, and then I ended up just not listening to it because I'm like, I really don't love Untouchable, spoiler alert. But then I realized it was a completely different song and that it was Mr. Vampire, and I actually really did enjoy Mr. Vampire. It ended up on my playlist, so this is a song that I would say is Cup of Milk. As for Untouchable, you know, there are a lot of elements that I do enjoy from it. You know, the bum 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 buddy, and you're like motioning to someone's behind. I think that's so fun. But as for the song in its entirety, it's really not my thing, so I would skip it. Crazy Form by Ateez. I know that this is not even January. I'm pretty sure it's like beginning December, but again, it's my channel. I can do whatever I want. Big Booty Bop, 1000% Big Booty Bop. I love this. And some people are gonna say I'm biased. Listen, if it's Ateez and I don't like this song, you're gonna hear about it. You're gonna hear about it because I'll be really upset. I was actually watching like they did like something with 1 and 2D, and they kept saying like, "폼 미쳤다," and this was during Bouncy era, and I was like, oh, is it like spoiler? Like, I don't know if anyone brought it up, so I'm bringing it up now. So according to Soompi, this song is a dancehall genre song with Afrobeat rhythm and signals the beginning of a new chapter for Ateez's music. I loved it. You know, initially when I heard it, I thought maybe I would take issue with the fact that like it builds up to, would you call that an anti-chorus? Because it like builds up to something that ends up being, I'm not saying the song is flat, I don't know how else to describe it, but it ends up working anyways. You build up to kick the drum, like it's not like a big bang or anything, but it still works so perfectly within the song. It doesn't end up being like an extravagant chorus or anything. Still perfection, don't get me wrong, it's still perfection. So 1000% Big Booty Bop. Wooyoung's butt dance. Oh, and my favorite part of the music video is when like Jungkook freezes and then out of the blue he starts like lip singing the lyrics. Okay, Riize's 119. Which apparently samples Izzy's Emergency Room. I personally haven't heard the original song before. I do tend to prefer Riize's dreamy concepts if we think back to memories. And I would say this does kind of fall into that category. It is dreamy to an extent, though I do personally feel that I'm being yelled at because it's like, I feel like I'm being yelled at for that part. But it works. But the song is for sure a grower because I did, personally at first I didn't love the prospect of being yelled at, but now yell at me all you want. Which is funny because back in January, I actually wrote this all out for January and I didn't end up filming this, but in January I wrote, now I still haven't come around to streaming the song yet, but I will put this song in grower because I can picture future me eating this up for sure. Eating it up, she did. It did end up on my playlist and I did end up listening to it quite a bit actually. Now we have Nmixx's Sonar and Dash. So Sonar being the pre-release Love at First Sight. I welcomed with open arms the take back to their mix pop. Now, we'll talk about Dash in a minute, but neither song were as mixed poppy as OO or Dice. It would be curious to see if they ever did go back to something as mixed poppy as this, or if, they found a nice little balance of mixed pop within songs like Sonar and Dash. Also, I'm just finding that they throw around such random words in their songs, and I quite like it, wormhole, blood type, bypass. I love it. Definitely big booty bop for Sonar. As for Dash, it really wasn't my cup of tea. Apparently mixing groovy old school hip hop with powerful pop punk music. I actually don't even remember the switch up all that well, but I do remember I just want to continue my pace, and that part is so addictive on its own. But as for the song, all in all, it's something that I would skip, unfortunately. IVE's single with Saweetie, All Night. So of course this is a remake of Iconopop's 2013 song of the same name. Now at first I definitely thought there was something missing from this song, some type of maybe unique intonation to add something a little bit unique to the song. I don't know. Of course they have Saweetie's part who literally adds something completely different, but just for IVE themselves to add something of theirs to it, I don't know if that makes sense. But in the end I ended up listening to it anyways. I feel like they did add a more girly nature to the song. Oddly enough, I feel like a cringy K-pop rap would have fit so well into the song. K-pop songs would have eaten it up. Make it a little, maybe a lot cringy, and it would just, I don't know, would have fit it just would fit, trust me. And actually back in January, I wrote that I would put it in second gen vibes, but I ended up actually streaming this song, so it's gonna go into grower. Next up, we have i-dle with Wife and Superlady. As for Wife, their pre-release, I thought it was so fun and nonsensical. I cook cream soup, tastes coca-loco. Really enjoyed the instrumentals, everything. Was it Love at First Sight though? Maybe it was a bit of a grower. We'll put a cup of milk just to be safe. As for Superlady, lady, call me Superlady. I loved the concept idea, but as for the song itself, it's not something I would listen to, unfortunately, so that's another one I would have to skip. V.Cha, Girls of the Year. Baby, tonight, I actually really enjoyed this song. It has a type of power to it. I really enjoyed these girls' vocals. My first thought, the poesy and the lyrics are Girls of the Year. Yeah, that's we. I just thought that was so funny. I'm sure someone has brought this up before, but this part in the song literally sounds like Twice as I'm Gonna Be a Star. I wanna thank myself for the I'm gonna be a star. I want to thank myself. I'm gonna be a star. Do you hear it? Overall, I really did enjoy this song. There's this part in the song where it's now my heart's been But I've been working hard, now my heart's but I've been working hard, now my heart is beating different. I keep wanting to say but I've been working hard. But I've been working hard and my heart's barely working or something, you know that cheesy line, you've been working hard or barely working. I kept wanting to add that into the lyrics. I thought it could be a fun little little addition to it. But yeah, for sure, Cup of Milk for this song as well. BABYMONSTER's Batter Up. Okay, we absolutely have to talk about this. Unfortunately, like, I would say the entirety of the song is not super my thing, but what, like, I heard so much criticism about, like, the bridge of the song, like, we are monsters of the world, better up. Dun-dun-dun. I love that part. That's my favorite part of the song. I love it mixed with, like, the choreography and everything. I think it's absolutely perfect. I just unfortunately don't love the rest of the song. So unfortunately, this is gonna go into YG's dungeon. Literally, how fitting. Okay, so that is basically it for the review portion of this video. Do I have any songs to share with you? How do I go and find? I can't do Receiptify anymore, so I miss Spotify. Oh my god, I literally almost forgot to do, like, the tier ranking. Guys, that was the whole point, wasn't it? Okay, let's go to tier maker. We'll make my template. Okay, here's my single use tier list. We're gonna start with Big Booty Bop. These are for songs that are love at first sight, followed by Cup of Milk for songs that end up on my playlist, but they don't last as long as Big Booty Bop. It's not like love at first sight in the same capacity. Second Gen Vibes. These are for songs that, you know, you casually like them. They didn't end up on the playlist, but if they randomly started playing, you probably wouldn't skip them. Followed by the skip tier. These are songs you would definitely skip. Then YG's Dungeon for songs that you would change something about. And I don't think I put any songs into Not My Cup of Tea, which is usually the last tier. Adro Below. Oh, why did that happen? YG's Dungeon, not my... Kpop Hell. Okay, so here we have them all. So Stuck in the Middle by BABYMONSTER. I'm stuck in the middle with you. Okay. Second Gen Vibes, I Got You by Twice. Definitely Big Booty Bop. Love that so much. What is this? Young Posse Up. Cup of Milk for sure. Oh, I know. Who is this? Who are the two rats? Sugar Rush, BIBI. It did technically end up on my playlist, but I didn't really listen. I wasn't super drawn to, like, listen to it a lot. I think I'm gonna go Second Gen Vibes. Crush, Cup of Milk. Really Like You, Cup of Milk as well. This is NCT Wish. Where did I say we would put this? Skip, or we'll just do YG's Dungeon. Ooh, Bryn, Cup of Milk for Still. Who's this? Oh, Try B. YG's Dungeon. Is this? I need to call a friend for help. P1 Harmony, Cup of Milk for Killing It. Spark. Grower. We need a grower tier. What color did I put? Purple. I don't like purple. Pink. The grower tier. Okay. Twice is one Spark. Definitely a grower. Demigod. Cup of Milk. Moonbyul is a skip for me. 10. YG's Dungeon. Yena DNA. We'll do Second Gen Vibes. Like, who's Sharu? Chanu. I think we'll skip this one as well. Easy. Big Booty Bop. So here is our final ranking. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. Especially if you would like to support this video, if you would like to support this series, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know your favorite and least favorite songs of the month. So I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna start editing this video. So I will see you guys next time. Bye!